Good day, everyone. Hope everyone is feeling fantastic. Had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful start to their day, and everything that they planned came to light. I want to give a shout out to my subscribers out there. I appreciate you subscribing to me. I'm going to keep it coming, keep positive videos coming, and just sharing things that God has put on my heart to be able to share. So I want to give a big shout out to my first subscriber, which is Dion, and my second subscriber, which is Fisher. And I really, really appreciate you all supporting me, believing and understanding that the things that I share that are strictly from the heart. Part of my journey and my assignment that I have received from God is to be a part of awakening people to who they are and being their authentic self, and realizing that in real time, not just in thought, not just in theory, but actually experiencing that, and feeling great about experiencing that and waking themselves to themselves. In essence, when you do that, you awaken yourself to God, because God is in each and every one of us, and He wants us to realize the God in us and the authenticity that He made, and making us all unique, making us all different, and giving us all different plans to carry out to make the world, a more balanced and aligned place. I don't believe in saying a better place, but I believe if the world is aligned and balanced, things will get better. Because when you make a better place, we can't figure out what that is, but alignment is different because it gives you an opportunity to put yourself in the center yourself, so that you will be able to experience life and experience life more abundantly. Meaning being, happy and experience the things that you would like to experience, because you're just being yourself. And so when you be yourself, you're just being real. You're just being who you are unapologetically for and to anyone, but most of all to yourself. So today's topic, we're going to go in and we're going to talk about being a victim versus volunteering. And to break that down, being a victim, sometimes we find ourselves in situations where someone has done something to us in which we don't like and we feel like we don't have control over, and that actually the situation or person has control over you. However, when you reframe that and say, no, I was a volunteer, that's different. That's power, because anything you volunteer of, that means you made your mind to do it. And so, versus being a victim, we feel like we have no choice in the situation that we find ourselves in, but you do have a choice. So one of the key things to do is to uh, figure out, like, what did I do to attract this in my life? And what is my role in the situation that brought me to this point? Because if you can volunteer to say yes, you can volunteer to say no. And a lot of times we already see the writing on the wall. However, we close our eyes and pretend like there is no writing at all. And we do benefit of the doubt stuff a lot, versus really saying, hey, this doesn't work for me. This is not good for me. And I need to move myself forward out of this. So when you position your mind and your thinking, and you align your thinking and say, hey, I'm going to own my role and where I am, and truly own it. Meaning that, we allow stuff and we forget that we did, because sometimes when you're in a victim mode, all you do is look for pain or experience pain or think of things that are painful about the situation, versus really looking at that situation to say, hey, I did this and it caused this, or I allowed this and this is what I got. You get what you attract. You get what you attract. So if your thoughts are thinking, oh, I'm never going to be successful, but you want to be, the universe is hearing, I'm never going to be successful, as well as I want to be. So you have to be careful how you position your mind, the things you allow to feed into your mind, so that you won't find yourself at the end of the day or at the end of a situation being the victim. That's an easy place to be, because being a victim requires you really not to think, how do I move out of this? What do I need to learn from this? And how do I need to set up appropriate boundaries so that I don't find myself in this? What did I do to allow this to manifest in my life? What did I do? Not what did someone do to me. Because you're giving control to the person who did something to me that they could do it again if they like. But when you set up healthy boundaries, not walls, walls don't do anything but cage you in. But a boundary is different. And the first boundary, we need to set up the boundaries for ourselves. What boundaries are you setting up for yourself where you are a volunteer in a situation? Meaning that anytime you want to get out, you can. Because it is your choice to be involved, to stay in, to accept, to allow certain things to happen in your life. Just think about that for a minute. Am I a victim or am I a volunteer? Victim or volunteer? I am a volunteer. Just say it to yourself. I am a volunteer. And I get to call the shots in my life. I get to attract and manifest the things that I want in my life. And I'm not being selfish doing it. I'm being proactive. I'm aligning myself to be able to have a fulfilling, rich life. When you do that, you're going to draw people who are volunteers who want to enrich their lives, because that's the energy that you're putting out. Don't be a damn victim. That's just a lonely, hard-ass bed that has no sheets on it and is built on bricks. Get you a nice set of 1,000-count sheets and a very comfortable mattress, because a volunteer lays better because they want better. Stop playing. Stop bullshitting.